Hi everyone, welcome from Acumen Accounting. As we know, the cost of living is increasing and you are going to pay more tax from this April 2022. And in this video, I'm going to share 6 points where you will get to know how you're ending up paying more taxes from April this year. So the number one is the national insurance. NI threshold is basically increased by 1.25%. So you are ending up paying more NI compared to what you paid in the past. But in the recent statement, our Chancellor have announced you won't pay any tax or NI if you earning up to £12,570. That means you are not going to pay any tax or NI up to that money. So it means in a month, if you earning £1,047, there's no tax or national insurance liability to deduct from your wage. But this will be from 6th of July 2022. But that 1.25 is going to hit to the higher taxpayer, and that means you're going to pay more taxes in this year. Number two is the income tax threshold is frozen to again £12,570. It's not increased. It's again been frozen to the same as to the previous year. That means your take home pay is not going to increase, which we have noticed in the past. It's going to be the same because the threshold for your personal allowance has been frozen again for this year. For the higher taxpayer, where you pay 40% tax, that again is basically to £50,270. So if you earning more than that, you will be ending up paying 40% tax on your income. So that was the second point which I just mentioned. The third one is the dividend. Dividend is basically few years ago you used to pay nothing on £35,000 dividend income, but then government have revamped this kind of the sector, so you don't pay any taxes or any personal tax on a dividend income for up to £2,000. But again, anything more than that, you will be paying 7.5%, and there's a higher rate tax bracket as well. But from this April, that also increased from 7.5% to 8.75%. So that is just over 1% increase on your dividend income. That is going to hit hard to the people who are taking a dividend incomes from their companies. Even you are a sole director of the company, and at the end of the day you are ending up paying an additional 1% on your dividend income when you filling your self-assessment tax return. So again, that's another additional tax you will be paying, and that is not a good news. The higher rate is basically again from 33.75 and to 39.75. So that also in a higher rate, again, tax on the dividends if you are going to draw more dividends from your company. So whenever you're thinking about doing this, make sure you have a professional advice and you play kind of a more tax efficient way. So it's more than ever you need more professional advice. Even in the past compared to now, it's basically difficult times for most of the people because the more taxes have to be paid, and it's very unfortunate situation we all are in, that the government didn't have much choice, and now we are seeing the more costs are increased for every single thing. Our even daily necessity of lives are increased as well. Now come to the fourth one. Inflations mean you pay more VAT. So if the prices go up, it means the more VAT be charged on the selling price, and that's all going to be benefit to the government because government is collecting more VAT. So for example, the fuel prices are increased and the VAT is also increased. So whatever the VAT we were paying in the past, for example, the price was 1.50. Now it's up in some areas it's 1.80. So that 20p increase also mean your VAT is increased. So that means government is collecting more VAT. So if you're paying more VAT on the product, it means the prices are again high. And then again, you ending up paying more tax compared to the past. So that's not all good news. The fifth one is council tax increase. So the council tax in average in the UK is increased by 2.99%. So it's roughly 3% increase in your council taxes. In some areas, it's increased more than 3%, but that's the average you are going to pay this year, and additional council tax payments from April this year. So that's another additional tax you ending up paying. The last one, the sixth one, is rising house prices mean you are paying more stamp duty, because we have noticed the house prices have gone up by 10%. That means if you selling the houses on a higher prices, you ending up paying more stamp duty. So I have just kind of summarized these 6 points in this video where you are going to pay additional taxes in this year. So make sure you plan your things wisely. Most of the people are have to cut their takeaway bills from this year, because if you're eating more takeaways, now you have to reduce it because the cost of living is increasing and it's not helping most of the people. But again, if you think you're struggling with your finances and if you need to speak to professionals, just pick up a phone, book an appointment. One of our team member will definitely help you and see how best we can plan your finances around it. And if you're in the business, you're thinking about taking a dividend or wages, that's a very tricky calculations. Again, you need to speak to somebody who can help you, who are professional. I'm not saying you just come to us, but if you are in that situation, just speak to the professional, whoever your accountants are, or just go to the financial advisor. Again, thank you for listening, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye for now.